It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Lumen Field. Returning it from the 4. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Count it. Ready.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Slot man in motion left. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
The kick is good.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
65.
From the gun, Milrow. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he'll get it up to the 44. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
70 Lions.
Milrow from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Walker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
19. Red 18. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Shotgun now for Milrow. A throw right side, finds Cup. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Ready, ready.
First down throw here from Milrow. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Walker on first down. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And they'll have a pick of a 3, which is good enough to make it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
19, go.
Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He tries to sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks finish up their opening drive.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Lion. Hey, go lion.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. You can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Dragon 60. Tag. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Throwing here, Milrow. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And Milrow goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Bronco 80. Ready,
Milrow with it on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack at a big loss.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
Okay, ready.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
60, 70. 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Milrow. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ready.
3rd and just 2 to go.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Here we go. Here we go. 19, 60 by 6. 60 by 2.
There he is on 3rd and short. Putting down the field, and he's got it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go. Here we go.
QB sneak coming. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Ready. Liking 18. Hut.
He's going to throw this one. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the Chargers 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, Herbert. Forced out to his right. He can run it. Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun give to Hampton. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Herbert on 1st down. Going with a screen to Hampton. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Go.
Herbert from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And after some relocating there, Brock, they track him down away from the pocket. Looking quickly here.
3rd and long.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mustang 19. Cougar 19. Go.
To throw, here's Milrow. Looking slant route, complete. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ready up.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
Ready up.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Galloping inside the 40. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Working inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Getting out to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. To throw, Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
The good defenses in this league, every once in a while, they could bait a quarterback into a throw. And you do that by having eyes on the quarterback. Get into a good drop, forcing that check down, and they'd only just bait him into a completion, but they knocked him backwards after the catch.
Herbert back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Herbert throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
J.K. Scott on the punt. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the side. And got it down to the 12 before going out. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Here's a screen now for Walker. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He's got his man. This is Walker. Galloping inside the 40. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making a 3-possession game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. On the counter, it's Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles that defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Gets it downfield. On target to Ganson. And he is right near midfield here. About a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Draw play here, Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Play action now for Herbert. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. On the move, hit it right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red, 80, black 80, black.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Chased out to his right. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
Kappa. Hey, go lion. Set.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Putting down the field, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22.
19 tight, take off.
They're going to try and throw it here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
65, Kevin. Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. From the pocket, he's taking a shot, throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. Picked up Cam Hart. And the Chargers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First and 10, Herbert. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided first half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Line up the design keeper. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10.
21.
Herbert from the gun. That one's complete right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10. Here's Hampton. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I don't know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at them and go make a point.
From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
Home to right.
Herbert. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Trying with Hampton. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and he's going to head off after a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. 19, 18, Pioneer.
Now pressure coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 80. 73. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now. Looking slant route, complete. Nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking in the air here. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completion. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. to throw. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Ready. Check up.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Give them 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
Brings up third and goal.
He keeps it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Seahawks keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more.
Jason Myers.
All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Set. Grenade. Grenade out. Baylor tight.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Seahawks swarming in, and down he goes. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Second down.
Hey, go Lion. Ready.
Throwing now, Herbert. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
4th and forever coming up.
Ray.
They're going for it. It's Herbert. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Set. Proper waiting.
Goal to go. They're passing. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks trying to end this before the final quarter. One play after after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays, stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. The call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to Hampton. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line with the defense all over this one.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Ready.
Now run with Hampton. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
Set. Ready.
Again, it's Hampton. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Chargers who have it to start the 4th quarter. But this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Running back motions right. 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it at the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks running them out of the building. Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
Seahawks 63, Chargers 14.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First and 10 from the 32. Running it with Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. And this one is launched downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. What a play on 4th down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Gets it downfield. On target to Ganton. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Pick up at 17. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Chargers first down. First and 10 with the 21-yard
Herbert with a blitz coming. Going with a screen to Hampton. And this one doesn't go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Go.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
380.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Slot receivers headed left. Herbert from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. 3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another. We get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Black 80, black.
They snap it to Herbert. Brings it in. And they got the connection, but not the touchdown. He's taken down. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from your short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Bang, 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 bang. Ready?
No throw from his end zone. Pass it downfield, working the left. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks throwing 6 more on the blowout.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98, 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, they're over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay in a big-time way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Escapes the pocket. Running by Gadsden. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. You set it down for him. Sharks at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take 7 points off the deficit.
Chargers 21.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Ready, ready?
Third and long, they're going to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Check up.
They're going to pass it here. Him over the middle. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
70 Lion.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Myers to add the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's got the squiver. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now run by Hampton. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Lion.
It's Hampton on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Set. Delta, set.
Here he goes, one final shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering.